So it's 23:11 p.m. It is Thursday. Happy Thursday, that Thursday, y'all. I got a double feature to run off. I got Predators from 2010, and I have Kraven the Hunter from 2024. So I'm gonna run these off. This should take just under half an hour tops. We'll see where I'm at where I'm done. So here's my thoughts. Seen this back then, but can't remember much. But it's a hell of an opening with Adrian Brody dropping in by parachute. Oh, it's a good ensemble cast with everyone going on to have good careers last decade. Oh yeah, definitely. And this is at the beginning of the decade too. That's impressive shit. It's also amazing how everyone is a different type of killer, and that these are both CBMs too. Awesome. That AA-12 shotgun is beautiful. That's my favorite one. I first saw that in the Expendables with Terry Crews using that shit. Beautiful. I did track down all the comics for this too, so I'll be checking them out eventually so I get the full story. Did that. I have to review them actually. But you can check them out in the meantime since they're in a slideshow. At least this is rated R, unlike AVP, which was PG 13 back in 2004. 6 years difference, too. Good seeing Mahershala Shabazz. That's his full name, actually. I forgot he was in this. It happens. You watch a movie from back then, and then you're like, oh, it was so fucking good. And then you go back, rewatch, you're like, oh, so and so was in this. I didn't know that. And it's wild, too. I do remember there being discourse over Adrian being in this site and he wasn't the right fit or tough enough. Factor in most of that was from diehard fans of the original want masculine fueled Schwarzenegger, and it's 2010. That demographic is outdated. So outdated. Not every action film needs a buff dude or dudes in the role. For real. And it's nice that Royce is using Billy's knife and machete for him. Yeah. I recognize that handle right off the bat. I was like, that's fucking Billy's knife. I do prefer the Predator Hounds in this to 2018's version, and I've reviewed 2018. Um, and Prey, and the first one, and the second one. They look more deadly and terrifying. Like they look like they're gonna fuck your ass up. Like you run them shit in the dark. Oh, you better run, bitch. The dead man's traps in this are spectacular, as is the knowledge about them too. I love that. Recently learned about Vietnamese traps used in the war, and those would be so much fun in this. Oh, yes. The planet reveal is still amazing, and I wonder what's on the other 4 planets. Unknown. The Pred Hounds can really take a beating against common firearms. Like that last one took so many fucking rounds to die. Fuck. Physiology difference. Props on that. I also appreciate how this is more gorilla based versus the other films. No, not monkey. Gorilla as in warfare. I know my shit. The Predator reveals in Death Camp still the best bitchin' reveal ever. I loved it. I don't think it was ever explained why the other Predator was captured. It was an emotion comic. Forgot Lawrence Fishburne was in this too. Massively underrated for this role. So underrated. Lots of homages in this, and from the other Predator films to Aliens as well. The katana Hanzo takes is beautiful. Love that thing. I do wonder about Nolan and the ship he holed up in. Hopefully that's covered in the comics. It's not. It's so sad. It's kind of weird that they made comics for this versus adding everything in. Like, strange. But that's how you sell a blockbuster film. Because that was the go-to deal for almost every film that came out over the years, was there was always a comic tie-in. Or even a follow-up to it, or a game. Yep. Hanzo versus the second Predator is masterful storytelling. Ooh, that's better. The nuts were stuck. What else? Edwin stole Nikolai's pick of his kids when he got maimed by the trap. I didn't realize that till this rewatch. I was like, that clever fuck. I never noticed how big the Predator ship was in this too. Like it's bigger than 2018's and I think it's a hair bigger than Prey's ship too, but I could be wrong. I don't know. The albino predator is still badass, and I wondered how he'd fare against feral predator. That would be some cool shit to see. Also, the new HUD for the Predators is good. It improves every film. Every Predator film, there's a different HUD layout, and I love that shit. Very nice death on Albino Predator, and I wonder what happened to the other two Pred Hounds, because they just, poof, vanished like ninjas. They were like, it's, and ran. The dead man's parachute delayed opening was funny, but not necessary for the film. Isabel and Chuchio's talking back to back should have stayed in. Third most wanted is important to Stan's backstory. I can't really cut backstory out. Fucking stupid. Edwin needing to piss is funny, with Chuchio saying women pee, men piss, but he unleashes. Could have stayed in. Edwin's backstory on stabbing Alice and Mama 3 on the operating table while he was high and getting surprised by Royce during the piss should have stayed in. I really detest when they cut out backstory like this. It ruins the film and makes those characters seem unimportant when they really are. I mean, you've seen many director's cuts, many extended versions, rewrites. Blade Runner is the most infamous for this. So, that's a whole documentary. Smart on Nikolai, Holt, Golden. Going to set up a claymore, but Nolan says they're smarter than that is true. I mean, it's just basic tactics, but he's smart about that. Stan's trying to fuck Isabel was funny, and Royce saying they're all coming as they're coming out of the water is kind of unnecessary. They're still coming. No shit. But I will say also, based on the footage, there's probably more that was cut out for time's sake. It shows, and I hate that, because I always say this about every film. There's a lot that's always cut out, and it's like, damn it, stop cutting stuff out. Leave it all in. Give me the full cut. Because usually the test audiences see the full cut, and then they release the theatrical version, which is just a bunch of cut shit. Or you get lucky, like Across the Spider-Verse, and there's 2 versions you get to see in theaters. Luckily, I got to see the extended version with my sister in D-Box. Beautiful. Oh, there it is. I wanted my knife to play with. Stimming. What else? Let's see. It just has that flow like AVP duology. Now, the way AVP and AVP Requiem flow together, it's a beautiful story. Solid 6, 7 out of 10 for me. Like, it's good in the AVP franchise, definitely up there with Prey, but not quite close to beating it. Moments of Extraction motion comic is damn good in showcasing what happened to everyone before they were captured, and opens up more dialogue and backstory. Crucified does help with the captive predator, but feels kind of weak, but does play into their hunting aesthetic. Kind of surprising they hunt each other versus xenomorphs. Interesting. Kind of bummed Nolan didn't get much backstory, given he's the most unique among the bunch. He really is the most unique, like, damn. Hopefully the comics will have more. I'll change my rating to 7 out of 10 since the motion comics do help a little with characters. Nikolai and Edwin's were left out, which is strange. But add some of the deleted scenes in motion comics, 7 out of 10 for me. Yeah, I'll have to do a separate video for the comics because do it here it wouldn't really work, but I'll say that the comics boost that number up a hair to like 7.3. So, Kraven the Hunter. Yeah. Now, if you think the review is going to be like every other review you've seen on fucking YouTube, you're wrong. Pay attention. Missed this in theaters. I'm sad about that. I really am. I wanted to see this back in December and missed because they pulled it. And I was like, damn. Russell Crowe's playing Kraven's dad. I didn't know that unless I forgot beforehand. It happens. Like, so much can happen in a space of time that you forget things and you're like, oh, cool. Russell looks good. Nice lion head, even though poaching is illegal. What's in the vial? Viagra. I never knew Kraven had a brother. I don't blame him for leaving either. It's like, fuck it, leave. Best way to escape a toxic family is to run away, even if you gotta leave other family behind. And then that him running away is the same opening as oh, what the hell was that? Because it's the same layout, not Morbius. Um oh, what the fuck was it? I want to say Legend of Hercules. Yeah, it is Legend of Hercules. It's the same layout as Legend of Hercules. Like that same running away shit. Or, wait, no, not Legend. Oh, what the fuck was it? It wasn't Legend. It's around that area. If you know what I'm talking about, you know the film. I can't think of the damn movie, though, but it's around Legend of Hercules, give or take. It's like literally the same hallway layout and stuff. Strange that I just realized that. That's a massive fucking herd of wildebeest, and he made it to the rundown summer home in Russia or Siberia. Beautiful summer home, though. I like that. The dome aspect, I like that. I could stay there for a while. I like the location. Very wide open and remote. And great fucking view. I could get tons of sunset shots there and sunrise. His speed and agility is impressive. Damn shame the wildebeest got their horns cut and left for dead. Typical poaching. For this being R, they still made the violence PG-13. Kind of. Now it's the present and he's back home. Hooray. Hell of a transition. I'm not saying it. No, no, no. Hell no, because that's a very, very bad joke. Nice takedown on the poachers along with Andre Levon. Pretty cool. Oh, Levine. My bad. I should know that last name. It's Avril Lavigne, too. It's her dad. He killed her dad. Horrible. It ties into Avril Lavigne's career. I gotta say, deviating from Kraven being a poacher to being a vigilante is kind of strange. Like, he's a poacher. He's a trophy hunter. He wore a fucking lion's head vest. I remember the shit. I watched Spider-Man 94. I know his story. But damn. He's a trophy hunter. Kind of negates his whole origin, making him another vigilante. Like, I'm tired of the vigilante aspect. It's boring. I'm a vigilante. I was done wrong, so I'm going to right the world of the wrongs that are going on because my life was shit. My dad's a gaslighting prick. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it because it grinds my gears. He meets with Calypso at her friend's funeral to give her grandmother's tarot card of strength back. And Calypso kind of wasted too. He killed the guy who killed her friend. Interesting. Like, I want to get in your pants. I'll kill the guy for you. It's weird Kraven being a vigilante, but I get having to move away from the original layout. It is 2025. Of course, poaching is frowned upon. You can't do that anymore. But man, I would poach some fucking kids and mount their heads as trophies. Fuck them kids. You see this one? This one screamed, "Ah! Don't do it, mister!" And I'm like, "Fuck you, kid. Die. Stabby, stabby, stab. Slice, slice, slice." This one over here was clinging to her teddy bear. I took her teddy bear away and smacked her really hard till she died. I mounted her forehead on the wall. It fetched good money on black market. Fun. Kraven is basically Vixen from DC. He really is. And honestly, if they got together and fucked and had a kid, whoo, that kid would be a wild bastard to tame. Imagine that shit. That'd be insane. Fuck. Insane in the Membrane would be his motherfucking song, too. Rhino's interesting, but feels pretentious versus his actual layout. Yeah. Kraven's brother, Dimitri's a good lounge singer. Probably does other things, too. Rhino taking over Chorney's operations is smart, closes off the power vacuum, obviously. I'm anxious to see Rhino's full transformation. More on that later. The violence in this is alright, but could be better. Nikolai bullying Dmitri is so cliche, honestly. He lost Kraven, so he takes out the weaker son to hide his insecurities. Textbook boomer parents in 101. Why the fuck did Rhino hiss like a cat? You're gonna see them playlists, them vids pop up. Oh my god, they're funny. Him hissing like a cat. He got away. I don't know. Rhino knows Kraven is Nikolai's son. The Foreigner's intro was whatever. That motherfucker. Dumb name, too. Kind of wish Kraven had an accent, too, but oh well. Oh, and the F-bomb was lackluster. I will say Aaron does look like Kraven. He does. He has the look. Though, on the other hand, Nikolai looks more like Kraven, especially age-wise. Yeah, if Russell Crowe got in shape and took on the physical role, he could pull it off. He's got the range for it. Have you ever seen Noah? Check that shit out. If he had his build in Noah, that build, and wore that vest, ooh, I would not want to fuck with him. Oh, no. Nah, I would not want to fuck with him. Hell no. Too funny beforehand. Kraven was smelling the other woman's perfume on the guy. Wasted opportunity on a period joke. Missed opportunity on that shit. Like, I was watching, like, oh, please say what you're gonna say. She's gonna find out sooner or later. You couldn't have said she's in heat. You couldn't have said she's bleeding. You couldn't have said she's running hard. She's in heat. She's crampy. She's Cramp City. She's an active crime scene. Let's get Stabler in here. Special Victims Unit crossover. Oh, man. Kraven running after Dima being kidnapped barefoot. I know that hurts. Oh, man. Makes me cringe when he slid on the concrete because that hurts. He slid barefoot on that concrete. Unless they CGI'd his shoes off, but woo. Ouch. I can't run on concrete. That shit hurts. Oh, I know he's got glass in his feet too from that fall, not to mention firing a gun inside the van will make your ears ring. I can't believe this is an hour in, but it feels like it's almost over. He did a number on that van, though. Good rod kill, too, in the helicopter. At least there's less humor in this, so massive props on that shit, because most Marvel films are like, every 5 minutes. It's one of the worst things about Marvel is they lean too hard on humor. It's not all funny and shit. That's why I stick with DC so much and other companies. Man, they clipped Dima's finger off and went 20 million in 48 hours or he dies. Or so that's what's supposed to happen. Omira wanting Dima to take antibiotics is fucking rich. It's like, oh, it's a caring kidnapper. Aw. The second F-bomb when Kraven is telling people to get the fuck out of the way is pretty common. Like every running film, every scene in a film with a running scene. They're like, get the fuck out of the way! Move! It's common. Dude, the Foreigner is such a shit character. He's horrible at playing hide and seek, takes his shades off, counts to 3, and kills his enemy. He sucks. Weak bastard. Surprised they didn't do a full flashback on Kraven being mauled by the lion. And how Calypso's involved. Oh well. Like, what the fuck? It's kind of paramount to his origin. You're going to introduce a character, make this his origin film. You gotta need his backstory on this shit. Kraven attacking Omira and his goons was okay. It is subpar. Rhino saying he never forgot what Dima's hair looked like is so pedo. I never forgot what your hair looked like. And saying he's a bastard makes me wonder who his mother is. Like, okay. Oh yeah, the green screen shots are very apparent too. Yeah, it's such a shame. Like, I don't mind that kind of shit, but given it's 2024 and editing is better than it used to be, what's in the brown leather bag Calypso took out of her desk? I know what it is. I know. No, you don't. I know. It's from the Midnight Society. They're going to tell a story at the campfire. I call this film The Tale of Kraven the Hunter. Fun stuff. The Tale of Assholes Crying About Marvel. I didn't know Miles Warren was the Jackal, or maybe I just forgot. Been a long time since I watched Spider-Man 94. What? Kraven fighting a Jaguar was fucking hilarious. I like seeing him beat up some pussy, but it was so bad. It's not the pussy he needed to beat up. He needs to beat up Calypso's. Calypso's hot, and Kraven's weapon stash is cool. Like, he's got the best amount of blades. I love him. So the vial Kraven had was from Calypso's Gmaul, and it healed him while giving him animalistic powers. Awesome. And you can tell shit was cut out too at different points. That's the worst part, when you can see those abrupt cuts. They're horrible. I'm glad Kraven uses blades versus guns, because guns are so cliche. It's boring. It's fucking boring and retarded. Boom, 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 boom. Infinite clip, anybody? Like, give me a fucking knife. That's not infinite ammo, it's one round. A reusable round at that. Just like arrows. Kraven's kill box forest is nice. Oh yeah, that's a good kill box. I love it. Kraven versus Foreigner is interesting, but his end by arrow from Calypso was way good. I love that. She brought him back with the mysterious herbs. Oh no. They smoked the devil's lettuce and got better. And they used the devil's baking powder to make it all good again. Kraven leading the wildebeest charge was cool, and Rhino's transformation is pretty good too. He looks comic accurate, honestly. And I will stand by that. Kraven versus Hunter was a damn good physical fight. Best fight I've ever seen. But how did Rhino get the video of Kraven? OnlyFans. Oh shit, Nikolai set up Kraven and he let his father die by a grizzly bear. That was just Pooh Bear enraged. That's Pooh Bear on steroids, so it ties into Disney. Beautiful sunrise and sunsets in this too. Only 2 scenes of that, but still beautiful. Dima's taking over Nikolai's business. Good plot twist on that. And now he's the chameleon. Comic accurate chameleon at that. Love it. Where's Calypso at? Don't know. She vanished. She went poof. Disappeared. Kraven wearing the lion vest is nice. Was this a good CBM? It's passable. Since I can't find the deleted and extended scenes, because usually some people on YouTube like to upload them in a montage video to save people a trip. But since this is a newer film, I'm guessing people haven't gotten around to doing that yet. Because all I found was behind the scenes shit, bloopers, and they're like labeling it deleted scenes. And I'm like, you didn't even label when the deleted scenes start. So, whatever. The DVD I rented only had outtakes, bloopers, and 2 featurettes. I will say for the deleted and extended scenes, they should have stayed in and made the film more complete. I'm also glad there's no post or end credit scenes. Thank fuck they don't have clickbait in this bitch. Whew. How would I rate this? 3 out of 10. And that's a decent rating for this. Their lack of backstory for Calypso, making Kraven a vigilante, Foreigner being an absolute fucking waste of a character. He's so wasteful. Foreigner is basically the poor man's hand job. Poor man's hand job. Poor man's hand job with a cow licking your dick. Don't ask. It's a very bad story I learned when I was younger. Very bad story. Whew, such a bad story. God. Anyway. Dimitri having decent evolution, same for Kraven too. But one thing that always astounds me is how many people keep pointing out Easter eggs, making it connect to other films, which is stupid. When I know that they already exist because Marvel is Marvel, no apartheid necessary. I don't know if I want to own this or not. Like, I'm leaning towards no, but I do need to revisit this so I can really absorb it some more. I will say this is more physical versus other outings, obviously. This is a very physical film. Plus, less powers, too, so props on that. Now that I've seen this, I kind of want a comic of Kraven versus Predator. That would be epic to see who's the better hunter, you know, because they're both trophy killers or hunters. Kraven's mom was a wasted plot point. The spiders! The spiders! Ah! There's ghosts in your clothes. Take them off. What, you never heard of asylum jokes? Mental hospital jokes? Too good. I roll with dark humor. If you don't like it, fuck off. I can't imagine what was cut out, but guaranteed a full unrated version would flesh it out more. Yeah. I do like Kraven going against Rhino versus Rhino having just be this muscle bound guy, mech suit wearing, whatever. Like, he looks good. He really does. He comes off looking like a pretentious piece of shit, but at the end, he looks good. And he has depth. I appreciate that. Corny depth, but depth nonetheless. And in a weird way, he's my MVP in this. That's odd. I'll say this is underrated for Marvel, and I'll die on the hill of not every Spidey villain needs Spidey in it. I've seen that argument too many times. It's possible to do this, which has been done with Venom, Morbius, Madam Web, Punisher, Daredevil, and now Kraven. Yeah. Yep. Because Spidey has had contact with so many characters over the decades and shit that I know about them from comics, hence why you have all these different outing films and shit. But he doesn't need to be in every fucking film. That doesn't make sense. It's stupid. If it was, then everybody would bitch and moan about how the suit doesn't look right, how it's not the right Spidey, and how it should be either Toby or Andrew or Tom. Shut up. Fuck off. Go jump off a fucking cliff. If you're the type to say they can't do it, you're missing the entire point altogether. Because I just explained it. Decent flick, I might have to revisit sometime just to get a full overview again. Because first time watches, they're fun, but second or third rewatch really opens you up more, especially if you've been through shit. So, that's my reviews for tonight. Which was better, Predators or Kraven? I'm going to go with Predators. And that's based on the film, the motion comics, and the comics. Because all that together, it's a fully fleshed out deal. Kraven, it's got its issues, as I've mentioned. And it's good, but nothing like Predators, though. And Predators is established, you know? Because it's literally Dark Horse versus Marvel, which is better. Dark Horse, obviously. So, if you don't like Dark Horse, you don't like Marvel, you don't like CBMs, you hate these films, you hate everybody involved, well, good for you. Great. You must have a hell of a good time at parties. People must hand you the microphone to drop a great joke now and then, huh? But if not, that's fine. It's cool. If you enjoyed these, great. Try them out again. If you've never seen these films, you don't know shit about comics, well, this is a great introduction for you, huh? And I mean that. I don't mean it like dryly and shit. I'm like, yeah, try it out, see if you like it. So I'm gonna get off of here. I am gonna relax. I'm gonna watch some more movies because I have a stack to go through. Fun stuff, right? So, yeah. And then I gotta get to bed and get up in the morning for my case manager. So that's exciting. So, but yeah, I had a good time watching these. Really good stuff. So, until next time, like and subscribe for thoughts and prayers.